You guys, I have a confession to make. I like Jacob Black a lot. But before we get into that, I have a lot to say, so I don't even care if this video takes like 10 parts. First of all, I'm really sorry I'm not wearing any makeup so my face looks like crap, but I know this video is going to take a long time to make, so I don't have time to get into all that junk. There are some spoilers in this video, but they're clearly marked. Like, if I'm about to talk about something spoilery, I'll put up a red screen, it'll be like, spoiler. And then after I'm done talking, I'll put up another red screen and be like, no more spoiler. First of all, the Breaking Dawn party, just to get that out of the way. My party was not that great, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there was this point during the night where we just kind of like slinked away to the music section to take a nap until it was midnight. The one highlight of the party was, though, when these two girls came up to me, my friend Allie, and they started asking about our outfits and stuff and being like, whoa, you guys really went all out, and like being like, oh, can we take a picture of you guys? And that was really cool. That's Rosalie.
What did you think about it?
And Emmett! Oh my god, Emmett is the bomb. That's for you, Miranda. Oh, that's awesome! Oh, more of that, more of that. I want some more of that. That's awesome. Mainly what was fun was going back to my friend Allie's house after the party and reading it all together, because we had gathered about 4 other people other than me and Allie into this little Breaking Dawn party of our own, and we all went back and we all read together and we just like discussed and were like, oh my god, all together. And one of the girls, she kept like saying spoilers because she read fastest out of all of us. She kept like leaking all these spoilers right before we got to them, and it just drove us insane. So eventually we had to retreat to the bathroom to read, where it was quiet and silent. I'm gonna show you some bathroom footage.
This is Mary's reaction to Breaking Dawn. This is Mary after 128 pages of Breaking Dawn. She's been doing this for quite a while now. Yeah. I don't think it's possible for her to stop. She's rereading the passage because it's not like sinking in. This is so intense. Have you come to read with us? Okay, well, don't start screaming, okay? Did you hear us screaming? No. We're worried that her heart may fail during the course of reading this book. Yeah, we need to put a label on here that says side effects include. Maybe you should install like a defibrillator in your home, Ellie. Oh god. Oh, I know CPRs.
During the night, all 5 of us collectively consumed 8 cans of Monster energy drink. My initial reaction to Breaking Dawn. If the emotional intensity of Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse were all put together and could be described something like this, then the emotional intensity of Breaking Dawn could probably be described something like this. At one point while I was reading the book that night, the emotional intensity of it all was so much, too much for me to bear, that I had to take a break and start reading this. Freakonomics. Which, ironically, the little title thingy says, prepare to be dazzled. I bought that book along with Breaking Dawn on the night of August the 2nd, and I also spent a lot of money on musical soundtracks randomly enough. I bought the soundtrack to Thoroughly Modern Millie, to Spamalot, and to a pretty new musical called Spring Awakening. I'm not completely sure how I feel about Breaking Dawn, as in whether I like it or not. One thing that I know I did not like was Renesmee Carly. Renesmee Carly is to a name what Frankenstein is to a human. And I really didn't like that child all that much in general, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like children. I just don't work very well with them. I don't like hate them or anything. I wouldn't eat them or kill them, but I just don't. I found Renesmee really creepy. I find it pretty funny how our little love triangle has become kind of a love martini glass. topic for the week: Edward versus Jacob. I'm very glad that we decided to postpone this till after Breaking Dawn was released because, like I said, Breaking Dawn has completely changed how I look at all of the characters. I love Seth and Leah, and I really do like Jacob Black. I find for this book, I actually like him even more than I like Edward, which is crazy and insane, but the way that is though, like, in each book, they act really different. Like in Eclipse, I hated him because he was so selfish, and Edward was so giving and generous. But in this book, Jacob is really self-sacrificing and he redeems himself completely, whereas Edward is a complete pansy where he lets Bella, like, destroy herself, and it's just not a good moment for Edward in this book. A good explanation for my prior hatred of Jacob Black would be this, and I'm kind of rolling in another confession. I never actually read all of New Moon. The reason behind that was because before I started reading the Twilight series, I read a summary of them all on Wikipedia, and Twilight seemed good, Eclipse seemed good enough, but New Moon, no Edward? Ooh. So I didn't read that part. I didn't read the part of New Moon that didn't have Edward in it. But before Breaking Dawn was released, I kind of went to Barnes and Nobles and just hung out there for a little while, and I read that part that I didn't read before. And I find that Jacob is really sweet and cute and funny, and he's really adorable. And plus, I love Taylor Lautner. So the reason I hated Jacob Black before was because I never saw any of his good moments. I just read Twilight and Eclipse, both books, which kind of show him in a worse light than Edward, whereas New Moon and Breaking Dawn are kind of Jacob tributes. So whether I'm Team Edward or Team Jacob really depends on which book you're talking about. I compiled this list of my favorite quotes from Breaking Dawn. It's not complete, obviously, but it's all of the ones from Jacob's point of view that I like, and they're in the sidebar. Jacob's point of view I really enjoyed out of Breaking Dawn because it's the only part, for the moment anyway, that I can reread out of Breaking Dawn. The rest of them is just too emotionally intense. Like, I have weak nerves. I can't take it. I really can't. And Jacob's point of view is, it's kind of like a breather, and it's like, oh, I can enjoy this kind of relaxingly. And he's so funny, and he's awesome. Jacob Black is awesome. Why didn't I realize this before? His blonde jokes freaking crack me up. I was reading this article, and I'll put a link in the sidebar, but it's called like 10 reasons why Jacob Black would be a better boyfriend, and my favorite reason is that he has a pack of hot beasts that your friends can date. I can officially say that I hate no character in the Twilight series. Oh yeah, this weekend I also bought The Host because I just couldn't get enough of my Stephenie Meyer fix. It took me a few pages to get into it, but it's pretty interesting. Like, I'm not normally a sci-fi person, but yeah, it's interesting. Take a look if you haven't. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I did indeed finish the book Breaking Dawn on Sunday, so yeah, spoilers are cool with me. And I think we should count Vicky's bet as coming true because, I mean, it basically did. Viewers, I want to know what you thought of Breaking Dawn, whether you liked it or not. Tell me which parts you liked, which parts you disliked, why, who's your favorite character in this one, like, all that good stuff. Like, I really want to know. For me, favorite part would have to be Jacob's point of view, oddly enough, because that was the most lighthearted, funny, like, enjoyable part. The rest of it was like, emotional drama, and it's very taxing on my nerves. I sound like such an old lady, I'm sorry. Another really awesome part that I loved was when they're gathering all these foreign vampires in their house and they're all like showcasing all their awesome powers. That was rockin'.